Hi everyone, welcome to Baby Surrogacy. This is Ethan. I'm a senior embryologist based in North America, and we specialize in affordable surrogacy solutions. If you're considering your options, feel free to reach out to us for a consultation. Today, I want to talk about a question that many people find fascinating. Since IVF clinics can freeze and thaw human embryos successfully, can we do the same with a full human body? Can someone freeze themselves today and be revived 100 years later? You may have seen stories online, like the case of a woman in China who became one of the first individuals to undergo whole-body cryopreservation. After being declared clinically dead, her body was preserved at -196 Celsius in liquid nitrogen, with the hope that future medical technology could bring her back to life. Similar services have existed in the United States since as early as the 1980s. The idea is simple. People with currently incurable disease choose to have their bodies preserved after death, hoping that one day medicine will advance enough to cure the illness and revive them. But there is a critical detail that most people overlook. All of these procedures happen only after the person has been declared clinically dead. No country in the world allows freezing a living human being. That means everyone currently preserved in this facility is, in reality, already deceased. So even if future medicine can cure disease like cancer, that alone is not enough. The first challenge would not be treating the disease, but bringing a dead person back to life. In other words, before we talk about curing illness, we would need a technology that can reverse death itself. Many people are inspired by IVF technologies, where embryo can be frozen and later thawed with excellent success rate. In fact, frozen embryos can result in the same healthy live births as fresh ones, with no evidence for long-term harm. So the question becomes, if we can freeze embryos so effectively, why can't we do the same for a whole human body? As an embryologist, I can tell you that while the underlying principles are similar, the scale and the challenges are completely different. When we freeze embryos, we are dealing with around 100 cells, but the human body contains tens of trillions of cells. The biggest problem in freezing any living tissue is water. Inside cells, water turns into ice at low temperatures, and ice crystal cause irreversible damage to cell structure. Since the human body is made up to about 16 to 17% water, this becomes a massive problem. In IVF labs, before freezing an embryo, we remove the water from the cells and replace it with a chemical called a cryoprotectant, such as DMSO. This prevents ice crystal formation and protects the cell structure. The entire process takes about 5 to 7 minutes. That's enough time to safely dehydrate a tiny embryo and prepare it for freezing in liquid nitrogen. Now, imagine doing this for a full human body with trillions of cells. The time required to remove water from all those cells would be extremely long. But here's the problem. Cryoprotectants like DMSO are toxic. If cells are exposed to them for too long, they will be damaged or killed. So cryopreservation companies face a fundamental dilemma. If the exposure time is too short, water is not fully removed, and the ice crystal will destroy the cells. If the exposure time is too long, the chemicals themselves become toxic and cause damage. This is the real reason why, at the current level of technology, we cannot freeze a living human body and bring them back to life later. We simply do not have the safe and effective way to dehydrate and protect tens of trillions of cells quickly enough without causing damage. In the future, if science develops a non-toxic method to rapidly and completely remove water from human body at the cellular level, then theoretically, cryopreservation of living human might become possible. But today, neither in the United States nor in China does such technology exist. That is why all current cryopreservation procedures are performed only after death, and what is being preserved is not a living person, but a body. That said, I completely understand the emotional side of this. For many families, choosing cryopreservation is not just about science, but about hope. the hope that their loved ones might return. In that sense, what these companies are really preserving is not just a body, but love and belief in the future. That's all for today's episode. If you found this helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.